Now, the ability to make people laugh is a very special gift, and in the Lifetime Achievement Award for Comedy, we recognise someone who was born with this gift and has spent his career sharing it with millions of people all over the world. Tonight, we honour the daddy and the mammy of Irish comedy, and to present the award, would you please welcome the one, the only, Mr. Gay Byrne.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just have to say to you that many years ago on the Late Late Show, we introduced a young man from Dublin who was slotted in to do a 6-minute bit of an interview. And he came on and he told us that he was a waiter. Not only that, he told us he was a very good waiter. And not only that, he told us that he loved being a very good waiter. And that was 6 minutes gone. And after that, we got to around 30 minutes or thereabouts when he took his leave of us to tumultuous applause. And I think at that moment, we on the Late Late Show and the studio audience and the viewers at home realized that we had encountered something rather unique in television terms, and that was a genuinely, naturally funny guy. A naturally funny guy. Well, since then, he's become a great deal more than that, and it's my pleasure to describe him tonight as simply a global comedy television phenomenon. And here is what some other people have to say about him as well.
Brendan, congratulations.
Brendan O'Carroll, this is so deserving an award for you.
And perhaps long overdue too.
I met Brendan O'Carroll in the Burlington Hotel. I'd seen one of his stand-up shows.
That smile means I have you by the...
I thought, here is an original comic voice.
Would you welcome, please, Brendan O'Carroll? Brendan O'Carroll. You left school at 12, you became an apprentice waiter, and you won £815 and 16 shillings on the dogs in Shelbourne Park.
I was mad into the dogs.
And you opened a skinhead disco.
That's right, yeah.
With the £815, 16
That's
shillings.
right. Well, you see, I was a skinhead. And,
You still are?
yeah.
Brendan was cast in The Van and 20 years ago. So I met him in Kilbarrack on location.
David O'Leary! He'll be grand. He takes all Arsenal's penalties. Doesn't he, Tom?
I remember talking to Stephen Frears, and I said I thought Brendan would make a serious bad guy. He had it in him to drop the comedy and really, really frighten you.
Every once in a while, a brilliant woman's part comes along, particularly in comedy. They're rare. So, of course, along comes Mrs. Agnes Brown, the mammy-in-chief. A great woman's part that can only be played successfully by a man. And only one man, Brendan O'Carroll.
Hello!
Brendan, I remember you when you were a man. Now you're a woman. But I'd like to thank you for giving me a start in show business. Or did I give you a start? One of us got started.
Hello!
With over 15 million viewers in the UK and more than 1 million in Ireland, Mrs. Brown's Boys is the highest rating comedy for some time.
Holy God!
Boy from Finglas in North Dublin, he has dominated and won the Christmas night ratings. Now that is an incredible achievement.
What Brendan does is return to the basics in Mrs. Brown's Boys. The basics of comedy that are set up and delivery.
Winnie, where is she? 180!
And then delivers them bang, bang, bang.
He goes back to Old Mother Riley and Norman Wisdom and kind of 40s, 50s, 60s comedy.
Will you get out? Not until I've heard your sins. Father, I'm much more sinful than her.
And it's vaudeville, it's variety, and it's fantastic.
There's a great precision to Brendan. I think it's in his body language, and comedy is all about precision, delivery of a line, hesitation, waiting.
If a man can't talk to his own mother. Yes.
That timing is just absolutely bang on.
Brendan O'Carroll is a phenomenon. He is a producer, he is an actor, he is a writer.
Marvellous pair of hands, son. Gifted now, like Jockey Wilson.
Yeah, Matt. Listen, I don't think I'm going to get this fixed today.
Oh, you're f***ing useless.
Brendan has a universal quality in that when Brendan does something funny, it's funny. It's funny all over the world.
Maybe if you got closer to the phone.
Is this any better?
Oh, yes, that's much better.
You've been very generous with charities yourself. Why have you decided to dip into your own account?
Because the charities were very generous to me. You know, I grew up in Figs, the son of a widow. On a proportional basis, they were much more generous to me than I'm being to them.
Brendan has been one of our biggest donors at Christmas time. Ham, a turkey and a Christmas cake. And when they realise who they're from, they're absolutely over the moon.
We've lost a lot in this country. We lost it during the bubble. We lost a sense of community, we lost a sense of each other. And now the bubble's burst, and people are starting to look at each other again, and starting to look at the communities, and people are starting to have more fun and more warmth, and they're starting to care more.
Brendan O'Carroll is caring,
Creative,
loyal,
funny.
Explosive with great emotional intelligence.
Pure genius, that's what he is.
Brendan O'Carroll, you deserve all your success.
And you richly deserve this Lifetime Achievement Award.
So Brendan, congratulations. Have a great night. You, I think more than most, are well deserving of this award. If people don't agree with Brendan O'Carroll getting the award, 1850 715 815, the live line is open now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brendan O'Carroll. Come up. Come up. Come up. And the next. You're not big enough to hold it.
Thank you. Please. Thank you. Sit down, please. Sit down. Oh, thank you. Fuck me. I found out about this a little while ago, and I was chuffed. I didn't think I'd be emotional. Which I am, so thank you for standing up and giving me a chance to get my breath. This is amazing. It's hard sometimes when you're trying to make it in Ireland, because it's a very small country with a lot of good people, so you tend to get knocked quite a bit. I was asked why did I think I was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. I said, well, either it's a diagnosis of cancer that I don't know about, or else it's here, there's your award, now fuck off and leave us alone. Or maybe Anya Moriarty went, yeah, that one's going to him, that one's going to... We fucking went over. Do you remember that baldy fucker from Finglas? We could give it to him. It's amazing. It's been a roller coaster ride for me. From 2FM with Mrs. Brown right up to now, and it's been the movie of Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie, which was the biggest selling movie of all time, Irish movie. I'm delighted to have made. Thank you. I was delighted to have made it and to come back and make it here in Dublin. I'm sorry if they didn't hear about it. But it gave me an opportunity to put a few ghosts to bed. After Mr. Byrne, it's his fault, introduced me on the Late Late Show, you do go through a period where you actually think you can walk on water. And I did, and I made a movie called Sparrow's Trap and lost, I was going to say every penny I had, but actually every penny I didn't have. And many people were great to support me in the film industry. They were wonderful to, a lot of them worked for nothing, a lot of them, I got great support. And the opportunity to come back again. And bouncing back is what it's about. I think it was Nelson Mandela said, it's not about falling down, it's about how you get back up again. And I've got back up many, many times, but not on my own. It's very much a family business for me. On the way in tonight, I was asked, so what's on your bucket list? And I said, and I meant this, my son Danny plays Buster. My daughter-in-law Amanda plays Betty. My son-in-law Martin plays Trevor. My daughter Fiona plays Maria. My grandson Jamie plays Bono. And when we tour on the road, my boys are on camera, assistant producer, and Eric, who's the youngest, just joined us this year as vision mister after coming out of Ballyfermot Media College with a degree in directing. My bucket list is complete. Okay. Time for thank yous. My thanks, well, first of all, to Gareth O'Callaghan. I don't know if he's here tonight, but if he's not, wherever you are, Gareth, thank you so much for giving us that break of 2 weeks on 2FM. Bill O'Donovan, I rest him, who came in, who brought me in and said to me, we want to commission this show, but we've no money. And I said, Bill, I can get lots of gigs like that. We ran it for the first year. Bill had a great idea that he would pay me in T-shirts with 2FM and Mrs. Brown's Boys that we would sell at the gigs. We never sold any in case anybody from Revenue here. And we worked for T-shirts for a year. And we went on to have 450 episodes over 2.5 years of Mrs. Brown on the radio. So thank you, Gareth. On the 16th of February, 1992, I walked onto the Late Late Show. I had never met Mr. Byrne before. I'd seen him on television. He bored the whole off me. So I agreed to come on the show and try and give him a bit of a lift. Thanks to that man's generosity, the entire country knew who I was the next day. Even people who don't look at the Late Late Show, and apparently nobody does, knew who I was. That's not the best thing he ever did for me. Because about 2 weeks after that show, it was coming to the end of the season, I think. And he asked to meet me for breakfast in Bewley's. I went to meet him, and we were upstairs. Bewley's closed upstairs, just for Mr. Byrne, as they do. And he said to me, I had breakfast. I didn't know why I was there. And at the end of breakfast, I said, so what do you want me for? He said, I just want to tell you, he said, you're surrounded by wonderful people. At the time, I had a management company. And he said, and they love you, and they'll be very good to you. But don't wait for them to tell you to take a day off. Because they only make money when you're working. So you have to look after yourself and take your own day off. My wife Jenny and I in 2000 decided to design our life that we would work 26 weeks of the year and take 26 weeks off, even if that meant poverty. And in many years, it did. And that's what we kept to for the last 15 years. It's been a great life. It's been... I am blessed with a wonderful, wonderful daughter. I'm blessed with magnificent sons. I'm blessed with 6 amazing grandchildren. I'm blessed. Thank you very much.